he be tweaking, bro. He be too sensitive about like.
Yo, face! Yo, your face, please! With sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, 16ShotemVisualz went live last night to address a few things concerning JHE Rooga and a few subliminals that he had to say about him and his interviewing style. Although Rooga didn't say who he was talking about, it's clear as day who he was talking about. He just didn't put an ad on it. Now, 16Shotem will go on to call Rooga sensitive after his comments, in which I'll leave the video clip at the end of this video, so make sure y'all stay tuned. And 16 says that Rooga thinks that no one is supposed to bring his name up in interviews, but he's an artist and that's what he signed up for, in which he's right. All of this started when 16Shotem would interview Blazing Doll, and he asked her about the fight that was supposed to transpire between Rico Reckless and Rooga that never happened. She basically would go on to say that she knew from the beginning that the fight was never going to happen. She called Rico and Rooga goofy and says that it was all just one publicity stunt. And it's funny because up until she said that, I didn't even think about that, and usually I'll be the first one to call out the BS. But it does make sense because during that time, these guys were supposed to quote unquote fight. You had both sides dropping music and videos. So like she said, they knew they weren't going to fight, but you know, it was a publicity stunt. You know, too much times it was mishaps and it couldn't happen for whatever reason on both ends. It was just a whole nother story. But anyway, after the clips of Blazing Doll would come out, Rooga would make a few subliminal posts on his Instagram. Rooga would take to his Instagram story in the first slide saying, quote, PSA to all the interviewers. If I'm not at your interview, don't ask about me. If you got anything you want to know about me, just hit me up. Y'all be reaching, and then the people who y'all ask the questions to don't have no connections with me. They don't be knowing me and damn near never met me. If you interviewing Butt F. Jones, ask about Butt F. Jones. Leave me out of that BS for real. Then in the next slide, Rooga will say, quote, y'all not even clout chasers no more. Y'all content chasers. When the views get low, MS be ready to die for content. All y'all care about is y'all personal gain, but that's why a lot of y'all interviewers can't make it over that hump and actually get a chance to interview some moguls in the game because y'all mindset too small. It's like all y'all know is how to stir up ish to get views. There's so much other ish to talk about that will bring traction to your platforms other than beef and trying to downplay the next person. You got to think outside that box. That's how you win in the end. Now it's kind of funny because once he said make it over that hump, you know exactly who he was talking about. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what got to Rooga head, but Rooga, he doing pretty successful for himself. Shout out to Rooga, but Rooga must think he Drake or something. You know, he definitely think he Drake. Shout out to him. I was actually rooting for Rooga to win from the beginning. So none of y'all gonna say, oh, you hating on Rooga. None of that. Shout out to Rooga. But anyway, Rooga is right? But then he's wrong at the same time, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. He does have a point when he states that a lot of interviewers just be chasing clout, or in his words, chasing content. Some of these interviewers' sole purpose is to stir up controversy and drama with these artists, all for clickbait titles and shock value. But it's mighty funny that he says that because these be the same guys that we see go on Adam 22 or No Jumper and still go up there allowing him to humiliate them. So it goes hand in hand. You do have bloggers whose sole purpose is to get a reaction out the artist by stirring up drama, but then you have those same artists who partake in it knowing the type of interviewer that they're dealing with. Adam 22 and DJ Vlad are two main examples. People talk about these guys and still go on their platform for whatever reason. And they main excuse some of the time says, oh, I did it for the money, I did it for a check. Well, that goes to show your character. You're willing to get humiliated all for the sake of $1. But like I said, Rooga does have a point because you have some of these bloggers that do just stir up controversy all for the sake of views. However, that don't correlate to what's going on in this situation here. From the first slide, Rooga is pretty much saying that if he's not at the interview or not being interviewed, don't bring his name up. You know, sort of like a Suge Knight move or something. I don't know. But he's saying that if he's not there, then don't mention his name. However, that's not how the blog game works. And he knows that firsthand because he was the same one answering questions about Dirk on No Jumper. You see how that works? You can't be a hypocrite or be selective about certain situations. During interviews, the interviewers typically ask the artist or whoever about current events going on to get their opinions on certain situations. It just so happened that Rooga and Rico's name came up because it actually was a thing in Chicago with what they was doing. Two dudes who don't like each other setting up to fight instead of shoot each other in a place where all they know to do is resort to violence. Yes, it's a big thing. And I even wanted to see it because I think it's dope for the culture, and it also shows the youngins that you ain't gotta shoot all the time. So that's why the question was asked. So when Rooga says don't bring my name up in your interviews or whatever, that's not how that works. Especially if the interviewer wasn't being disrespectful about it. Now, if 16 was being disrespectful, then that's another situation. However, that's not the case here. And if you want people to stop bringing your name up, you gotta stop putting street business on social media as well. 16 wouldn't be able to ask the type of questions he's asking about you if both of them would have never posted anything about them fighting online. They got each other's numbers. They know each other, immediate people. They know everybody that's affiliated with each other. They could have just kept it offline and fought and nobody would have ever knew. You know? And that's what gets me all the time with some of these artists. They quick to say, oh, y'all bloggers starting controversy and drama. But they forget that anything we put out there 9 times out of 10 came from what they put out there first. You know? We would never be able to speak on it if you would have never put it out. See how that works? But anyway, I caught a little bit of 16's live and what he had to say concerning the situation with Rooga. So like I told y'all, I'm going to play it at the end. So here it is. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And check this out.
I woke up to sneak dissing. Like, I literally woke up to sneak dissing. Then I look on Chicago Wave. I see another post. Then I look at a page and you sneak this, and it's like, bro, get your sensitive on, gang. Now I see what Adam be talking about, bro. You be, how the f you? Let me chill out, cause I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Rooga, like he a good, so I'm gonna be different with my choice of words with it. Like, even though it's a lot of things that you might have did I don't agree with, I don't fuck with, or I feel however I feel, like I got to know him, so it's like he a good guy at heart, I would say, I think, but it's like he be tweaking, bro. He be too sensitive. Like, I'm reading a post right now on Instagram, and it's like, you keep sneak this, and you got to know what you say. Y'all not even clout chasers no more. Y'all content chasers. When the views get low, be ready to die for content. All y'all care. And what you mean ready to die for content? Like, I don't know, that's a threat or something. I might just be tweaking, reading that wrong. But it say all y'all care about is y'all personal gain. That's why a lot of y'all interviewers can't make it over that hump and actually get a chance to interview some moguls in the game. Because y'all mindset be too small. It's like all y'all know is how to stir to get views. It's so much other to talk about that will bring traction to your platform other than beef and trying to downplay the next person. You got to think outside the box, and that's how you win. All right, so that's what Rooga just said, right? And the reason he said this is because I asked people in the interview about what's y'all opinion on Rico and Rooga. Like, who y'all think gonna win? What y'all think about it? You got an issue with, first of all, bro, why the f do you want to be a rapper and want to be known if you can't take people talking about you? That come with this shit, bro. When we get in that spotlight, we sign up for people to talk about us. We can't control it. Second, how do you complain about this shit in one post? On this post, you complaining about talk about you and Rico, and then 1 hour later, you posting Rico talking about Rico. How the you could? The reason we know you and Rico into it because y'all arguing on the net. How you could talk about Rico on the net, and then we can't talk about you talking about Rico on the net? Like, bro, make up your mind. If you want to be positive and do all this positive people, do that. But if you're not gonna do that, don't do that. Bro, you mad at Adam because Adam asked you about your house, bro. We know you because of your house, bro. Bro, like, you make good music. But if you want to be real, bro, we know like this how the Chicago scene was, bro. Bro, was dissing each other. We looked over here, we seeing it. That's how you got in this scene. You came in this going crazy. Oh, who is this? Bro, like you can't. I understand you want to be like I'm not mad at him for wanting to do the positive. I got the like I say, he a good gang. Like I really believe like he really don't want that type of attention, don't want that energy. But you can't say that and then do it and then down talk the next man for doing it. You talking about when views get low, you want to talk about drama. When views get low, you want to diss this gang. So like, what is you saying for real? Why is you sneak dissing on the net? Like how the you could talk about you fighting Rico, but I can't talk about you fighting Rico. If you don't want to talk about it, stop talking about it. How you make this post talking about Rico right after you just made a post about that? I don't get that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, anybody else, I would've really just went off for real, but it's like, it ain't no. I'm voicing my opinion now, bro. You steady making posts on the internet, voicing your opinion, sneak this. Now I'm gonna voice my opinion. But you already know how I've been felt about a lot. Like I called you before any of this, bro. But all that other shit ain't further now. I'm just talking about this specific right now. Like you talking about what I'm doing for personal gain, bro. I did this to help, bro. When I first did an interview with you, bro, that wasn't for no personal gain, bro. Working with you in general never was for personal gain. Do you not understand? Working with the GDs is like kind of like make people not with you, gang. You talking about personal gain, bro? My third interview was Vaughn, bro. I could have stuck with just that if it was just about personal gain. I could have just only with the side that I viewed as up, that everybody viewed as up. If I was on some only personal gain, I was on some for the city. I never had to work with no GD rapper, gang. I never had to do that. I came right in the door where I needed to be already. I was already locked in with who I needed to be, locked in with. I chose to work with everybody, bro. So all this, you went in for personal gain, tweaking, gang. I lost connection with you. Guys tweaking. And I never complained about it because I never want to be the type of person that want to pick a side and get involved in people beef, bro. Like, I'm not finna be on some all GDs because everybody saying GDs. That ain't what I'm on. Bro, I want to give everybody a chance. It's so much I ain't do and benefit and to benefit you. I done lost out on a couple bags because of you, gang. It's a comment right now that wants to expose you and do an interview that I refuse to do it with. In a time when I really probably needed to get a busted interview, trying to expose you, I didn't do it. It's a lot I ain't do, bro. It's interviews we done did. I done wasted my time, wasted my money with editors, all type. Just tell me don't drop it. Ain't never about it. So how's it all personal gain? It's personal gain for you. That's what I'm saying. You complain about the same you do.